All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Q&A live stream number 157. It is approximately 8:10 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. Today is Monday, June 14th, 2021, and we've got a couple of things to talk about today. Obviously, the big one being Washington Prime Group filed for bankruptcy today. That does include the operations will remain normal for now, but we could expect maybe Washington Prime Group to give up control, possibly of some malls. They currently in the New York City area, they own the Jefferson Valley Mall in Yorktown Heights, New York, and the Brunswick Square Mall in East Brunswick, New Jersey. The predecessor to that was Gildsborough Realty Trust, but I call it the infamous mall swap in New Jersey. Washington Prime Group gave the Mills of Jersey Gardens to Simon Property Group, while in return, Simon Property Group gave up Brunswick Square. Washington Prime Group gets control of Brunswick Square. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the Brunswick Square Mall directory in front of me, but it would be a real shame to see that property being foreclosed. Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, enjoy your Xbox. You'll really like the experience of that. I'm pretty good, Garden State Elvis. How are you? Hi, Brandon Smith. How are you? Hello, Mohammed Sonic Boom. How are you? Hi, Scorch. How are you? And hello, Scott. How are you? Um, but yeah. Oh, Scott, did you see what they did with Saks at Walt Whitman? Hudson Bay absolutely ruined the cab. Once again, Hudson Bay showing their true colors. I really can't stand that. I don't. How are they still in business? I mean, didn't Canada get hit hard by COVID? And they're downsizing. They're downsizing the actual uh like flagship in Canada. Um, so crazy, but yeah, they ruined the Saks cab. I am not a fan. I mean, that white in that cab, what are they trying to, what is Hudson Bay trying to do? That whoever made the decision to paint that cab should have been fired right on the fucking spot because that's just terrible. I can't believe they ruined the cab like that. I mean, I want to go eventually, but I'm waiting for something to close. So, oh, American Dream. No stores were open on Sunday though, but that's cool, I guess. Yeah, I had a bunch of had a party at my friend's house yesterday. It was a whole bunch of us. It was a lot of fun actually. We were playing different kinds of card games. It was a lot of fun, honestly. It was a really good time. So, oh, I love malls, of course. What cab got? Oh, the set. Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. It's absolutely terrible. How are you, Evan? It's nice to see you on. Nice to see you. I think this is your first time on a live stream, so welcome. It's a fun experience. You'll really like it. I don't think so because that's a neighborhood store for Macy's. They won't update that cab. The only cab they're updating is the is growth stores, and Brunswick Square is not a growth store for Macy's. Menlo Park is though. Yeah, I've been meaning to go to the DreamWorks water park. It's expensive. It's mad expensive though. I love shopping on mall. I love shopping at malls. It's fun. I do a mix. Like if I need something right on the spot, I would do online shopping. But I like the experience of going around the mall. Now, yes, of course, to be fair, I like filming elevators too. But I actually like experiencing the malls because each mall experience is different, and that's what I love because each mall is unique. Not all the malls are the same. Some malls are one floor, some malls are two floors. So each of them has a very unique experience, and they have elements like say a different mall doesn't have. But sadly, as we know, many people nowadays they don't exactly see the malls in the same way that I do. No pun intended. But yeah, no, I like shopping at malls because it's fun because you get to see all the great stores and there's a lot of good things to see there. But today's teens, they just want to go on TikTok and think they could get a million views and stuff. But that's just not my cup of tea. Not my generation. I know. Any Schindlers? Yeah, kind of. But I'm not paying $28 to ride one when I can ride an F ton of them up in Paramus. Just doesn't make sense to me. But if it's free, then yeah, I would definitely ride it. I know, and I've been to so many. I've been to Fashion Show Mall, Las Vegas, Westfield Garden State Plaza, Paramus Park, the Shops at Riverside, Bergen Town Center. Palisade Center, the shops at Nanuet, the Westchester, what's it called? The Gallery at White Plains. What's another one? Rockaway Town Square, Bridgewater Commons, Quaker Bridge Mall, Freehold Raceway Mall, Hamilton Mall. What's another one? Lehigh Valley. I've been there. I have not been yet. I haven't been yet to King of Prussia. I've been to Roosevelt Field. I've been to Walt Women's Shops. I've been to Sunrise when it was called Westfield Sunrise. I've been to Westfield South Shore. So I've been my fair share of malls. I've been to Woodbury Commons. That's another one. I've been to plenty of malls, basically all across New York City. And to top it off, I've even been to Stamford Town Center in Connecticut like 6 years ago. It's really a great experience, honestly. Oh, that's cool. I know any building. Office buildings are fun too. I was on a run. I was around a little town called Teaneck. Bunch of great stuff in there. A lot of good stuff in there. Yeah, TikTok sucks. I like it. I like it when it's more face to face because you look more professional. TikTok is just stupid, and I think it's a huge waste of time. Just like Fortnite, another waste of time. Star of Vanity took over the former Justice. Okay, well then that's good. I'm sure they got the space for a huge loss. Pretty good. Sears Productions. How are you? Biloxi, Mississippi. That's good. Yes, Walmart is closing. Owings Mills. Yeah. All the Justice stores liquidated. No, they both suck. Fortnite is a waste of time because of the V-Bucks. Um, and TikTok sucks. That's another waste of time. Yes, it is. That's the one on what's it called? Washington Prime Group. You guys don't have to watch it this very second, but it's just about the Washington Prime Group. You had a mental breakdown at Westfield South Shore. Oh my goodness, what was it? The Macy's? Is that what caused it? I can't think of any other crappy elevator there because you got the Bank of Two Schindler MTs and the Dicks. I mean, the Lord and Taylor is sadly closed, but you still have decent stuff at Penny's though. That's it's fun to go there too. Honestly, at Penny's. Yeah, Owings Mills Walmart is closing by the end of this month. They actually just closed the Barnes and Noble too in Texas. So Garden State Parkway or NJ Turnpike. I've been on both. The only New Jersey I haven't been on the New Jersey Turnpike segment south of Exit 8, but I have basically been on all the entire Garden State Parkway. Um, like toll wise, which is cheaper? Garden State Parkway, no doubt, no doubt. That's the cheaper one. The end New Jersey Turnpike can get expensive because what they did with the New Jersey Turnpike, and I was doing this with tolls, they charge you more during peak. I mean, I guess it makes sense because they obviously want to use that revenue for cleaning the highways and yada yada yada. I mean, I get why they have the tolls. But the New Jersey Turnpike, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad highway. It's helpful when you absolutely need it, and the Garden State Parkway is just bad. But the New Jersey Turnpike, it's not a bad highway. No, 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 it's not a bad highway at all. But the Garden State Parkway is definitely cheaper. It's definitely the cheaper highway over the New Jersey Turnpike. But the Turnpike, the exits get a lot more separate, like after you leave like the Trenton area, and like really the only decent area after Trenton is like that Cherry Hill area that's near Philadelphia. Other than that, there's really not much else down the Turnpike. Good evening, Candace. How are you? Exactly. I agree with that on YouTube. Yeah, I think so. Something like that. Hi, Nicholas Lar. How are you? Oh, yeah, I know Mill Creek Mall. They got a new Burlington. Or, sorry. Minecraft is fun. Minecraft, I've actually built some stores on there. I've actually built restaurants. I built a Krispy Kreme. I built a Starbucks. I built a really nice Target store. This was during COVID. I built a Target store. I built a Walmart. I used to go like there was this guide that I just used literally just to build stuff. I mean, I don't do it now because I go out and about now. But yeah, that's all I did during COVID. Well, I was taking classes too online, but like it was literally I got my homework done. I was literally on Minecraft, literally just building stuff. But it's a shame because I would love to get back into it, but I it's also the summer and I have school, so it's a little tricky. But yeah, Mill Creek just got a Burlington too. That opened up on the 11th, which I think it's still open as we speak. I haven't been inside the Burlington yet in Secaucus, but I think it looks so similar to the one in Clifton because that's what they all look like nowadays. Uh, it is a brand new store too. They made it really nice too. Oh man. 2 hours. Wow. Mill Creek to be determined. Well, I'm glad Burlington moved though. That was a really crappy location they had. I'm glad they moved. I agree. Yes, no more stores closing. Although right now the only kind of closing thing we have is empty stores like an Acme and a former PetSmart liquidating store fixtures. That's about it, really. Yeah, that would be correct about Washington Prime Group. On the lower level of the former J.C. Penney, they already have Old Navy on there. I don't know yet what's going on level 2 and level 3, but I do know that the lower level is Old Navy. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I think I saw that. Yeah, I try not to talk about him in the stream because I know some people have disagreements, but I know what you're talking about. You can definitely DM me on that. We can talk about that. Oh, you bought both? Oh, nice. Yeah, I've driven the Garden State Parkway a lot too, all the time. I take that. But the traffic can be bad there. Me and my friend played a game of Truth or Dare. Guess what was your dare? Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you feel that way. I just graduated high school, which is a shame. Yeah, I've been filming since 2011. I've been filming for a very long time. I filmed throughout all my grade school, high school, and now college. I'm still going to this day. Almost November 2021 is gonna be 10 years, and that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, that is a nice Schindler RT. That I know. I've been to the Salzburg Travel Plaza too, but I haven't been there at the moment. No, Burlington Elevators is gone. Burlington merged with Dover. That or no, Burlington was a division of Dover. Ultimately, was dissolved into Dover. It was always owned by Dover, and then Dover became ThyssenKrupp, which the ThyssenKrupp we know today. I guess they still need to at the moment because Macy's typically only announces one store closing list a year. I agree. They really shouldn't fix the escalators, but right now Macy's technically still needs that store at the moment. It's probably not going to be there after this Christmas. Christmas 2021, I think, is going to be the final Christmas for that Macy's store in Livingston. I don't see that one sticking around for much longer. Just given that they just renovated Short Hills, there's no reason for Macy's to hold on to that store. Plus, you got Macy's backstage in West Orange. There's no reason for that store to stay there anymore. Sadly, the same can be said for Brunswick Square and possibly Hamilton Mall, because Hamilton Mall doesn't even have a JCPenney nor a Sears. If Boscov's crapped the bed at Seaview Square and moved into the former Sears, then I would say the mall is a shot, but not really at this point. Oh, you got a Wendy's. Ooh, that's nice. Nice. Oh, Palisades Parkway. Yeah, that's a nice parkway too. That's the one that runs near like Alpine and stuff. Yeah, I've been on that highway too. That's a nice highway. I like completely forgot about that highway. I haven't driven there in like maybe I would say almost 2 years. I've had really no need to use it. My friend dared me to email a girl. That's kind of a stupid dare. I swear, you kids in middle school. Email it. What? Use your a school email? Ugh, where have I heard this before? Where have I heard this before? Ooh, Jersey City Hyatt House. Sus. Huh. Sus to you too, bud. 19. Oh. Well, you got a long way. You'll get to film in college. So, well, at least you got J.C. Penney and Macy's. Yes, I've ridden the Bloomingdale's at Roosevelt Field twice actually. I want to go back to Roosevelt Field, but I'm waiting for Neiman Marcus to craft a bid before I make that excursion. No, they're not modernizing that again. That got modded in 2010. Why the hell would they modernize it again? They just modernized it. On June 5th, I went to the mall. No, I don't think that's getting modernized. It must have just been broken that day. I'm doing very good, Swazi. How are you? Oh, well, that's all right. We all have our off days. Yeah, it's definitely unless it physically says elevator not working. Plus, you would see parts getting removed. I can't imagine them modding a 10-year-old elevator. Plus, ThyssenKrupp did a decent job where it doesn't need a mod right now. I like that elevator. That's my favorite Bloomingdale's elevator in New Jersey, by the way, Mall at Short Hills. That's number one. Riverside's number two. Um, Willowbrook would be number three, and Bridgewater, sadly, number four. And the the paint's finally starting to peel off, so it's starting to kind of look like what Ocean County Mall Boscov's looks like. Boscov's. Wendy's closed at Westfield Garden State Plaza. I mean, I'm not surprised if it did. They already have many locations in Paramus. Yeah. No, they had plenty of locations in Paramus. I'm not surprised if they closed. And they had a McDonald's in the mall too. So, too much competition in my opinion. Yeah, that doesn't mean they're getting modernized. Yes, Neiman Marcus is the Endura. Yeah. I have never stepped foot in that Neiman Marcus before, and I'm certainly not missing anything. That's for sure. No, definitely not China. I don't want to visit China for a very long time. They need to get COVID under control first. And yeah, no. I don't really want to say anything because I personally don't want to offend anybody. So that is until China can figure out the way to contain COVID, I will not be stepping foot or taking a trip to China. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not debating anybody. It's just that's not what I'm here to do. But no, I have no reason to go to China. You went to Newport. Was the glass elevator busy? Not at the moment, but it is vulnerable, sadly, because it's been there only since 2016. But yeah, right now, no. I think it's safe for now. But who knows? It could change on the flip of a coin. I can't imagine Neiman Marcus would close Westfield Garden State Plaza because they closed last call. Yeah, I guess you could say the same for Roosevelt Field. Yeah, but it will be really sad if Neiman Marcus Roosevelt Field. I don't think if Neiman Marcus Roosevelt Field's going to go anytime soon. So, oh, good. Any updates regarding Kmart? Not at the moment. The last closure was Costa Mesa. South Lake Tahoe is looking to be a target, but until I see postings on jobs.sears.com for some store closings, that's about the only one I know. Avenel, it's iffy, and I don't know about the other Sears stores. I know Braintree, Massachusetts has a rug department. That's about the only key things I could give away, but other than that, I don't really know. So Wendy's nuts. I don't know how that's funny. Oh, El Salvador. Oh boy. Oh, you got a bad take. Yeah, it's not busy. Yeah, I'm not about to have a COVID debate either. It's just not worth it. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens this week if we do see a closings because it's only Monday, so we got a long week. We could see some more closings. We could see some more announcements this week. I think Home Depot and Lowe's are about the same, honestly. Just the color. Home Depot is like orange, and I've been to Home Depot and Lowe's countless times now. Lowe's is like blue. They're basically the same. I mean, they're literally the same exact store. You couldn't tell them apart. The only way you could tell a Lowe's and a Home Depot apart is Home Depot uses orange and Lowe's uses blue. That's the only way you could tell both retailers apart. And sometimes Lowe's and Home Depot actually are next to each other. Yeah, it is pretty ironic. Oh, your mom's last day at school. Yeah, I see no difference there either. It's basically the same, just the colors of the actual stores. That's how you can tell them apart. But they basically sell the same crap. Although they're kicking the crap out of Sears, that's for sure. 4 years ago, ride opened at Disney World. So my guess is Pandora's sponsoring the ride. They probably signed a contract with Disney. Gets their name out there. Makes a lot of sense. But there's a lot of people on here. Famous footwear on 34th. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're able to do that. Yeah, it's cheaper to stay in Jersey City, honestly, over staying in New York City. Because you could take Path right over, you could take yeah, it's just Path sucks. I'm not like a huge fan of Path. I don't really like Path that much. I mean, look, from where I am, I prefer New Jersey Transit because it's faster and you can just get there faster. So it's a shame though, it's raining. I really wanted to go for a walk, but that's all right. Yeah, I mean, all next week it's gonna be nice. Today was really crappy though. Oh yeah, Macy's flagship. I can't imagine. I tried filming, and that was on a weekday, and it was still busy. But makes sense. It's the flagship store for Macy's. How could you not get a non-busy take? But getting back to that, yeah. Now this weekend really sucked weather-wise. It was cloudy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and now today. But the good news is for the rest of the week, we're finally not going to have cloudy weather. So Lone Star Steakhouse is defunct. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. But yes, Lord and Taylor's now defunct. Yeah, it was like just really depressing weather. I mean, I'm glad I got to see my friends yesterday, but just depressing weather never really helps. Grand Slam Sports on West 47th Street. I'm not surprised. Yes, I could see why Lord and Taylor's. Well, now Lord and Taylor's been gone for a while now. They feel like they want to come back to target markets, but good luck with that. Whoever the new owners are. How is it bullshit? New Jersey Transit is great. Very good service, unlike the Long Island Railroad at times. Yeah, that is kind of sad. Monitor TR, ew. I hate Monitor TR. I really do. Any office building that is Monitor TR, it's literally the most disgusting thing to push. Like it's just It's just so crappy and cheap too. And we all know where the fixtures are definitely made, but I'm not gonna. You guys can figure that one out. I'm not gonna, spew that out at this very moment. But anyways, let's move on to the next topic here. So nothing on Century 21 at the moment. They're finishing up Lowe's liquidation. They're closing the rest of the fleet, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. They did it in 3 phases. I know. And then they're also clearing out a old Acme and Tinton Falls. Meanwhile, Hilco Merchants is what's it called? They are clearing out a pharmacy chain, which we don't know where. We have no idea. The major pet store, that's the former PetSmart in Owings Mills, Maryland, and that express store in Philadelphia, some custom frame shop, and they're still working on some international fashion retailer. But other than that, we don't have really any other liquidations. Interesting. I didn't know that. I'm not like depressed. It's just the weather is depressing. Like when it's nice out, I'm like happy, but it's like weather's just like depressing. I do like cloudy days, but like too many of them in a row, it's like it's not like great. It's not a great combination. That's all. GAL, those were fun GALs. Anything from Kmart and Sears? Not at the moment. Fun fact. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I'm not surprised. Disney has all the things there. I don't know, Brandon. That's again, Freehold Raceway Mall is not my local mall, so I can't answer that. The Disney store, and that's a good question. Cherry Hill Disney Store, which was very surprising, had awful reviews. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, Deptford, I guess, had better reviews. Yeah, it was surprising to me too, shifting their focus. But I guess you can't argue with Disney at times. So, hi, Corbin plays Roblox. How are you? Just basically, uh, talking on the stream. That's all. I mean, from here, no, not really. It depends where you are. I'm not surprised. Cheesecake Factory saw it. Um, that way. Roblox, I'm not a fan. New York City subway elevator. Hopefully, it wasn't too busy. I've been to both Universal Orlando and Universal Hollywood. I've been to both. I prefer Orlando just because of attractions, but Hollywood's nice too. Yeah, it seems to be like that. I think Make Eric might honestly be calling Freehold a loss, to be honest. And as much as I hate to say that, it's kind of true because think about it. They added that entertainment at Deptford. The problem with Freehold is that it's very close to iPlay America. So you can't really do an entertainment thing because then it would take away from iPlay America. So the mall's basically it's screwed at this point. I mean, Lord and Taylor's gone. Nordstrom is gone. Nordstrom was a big loss for the mall. Lord and Taylor, I mean, that was every Lord and Taylor. The mall didn't have any control over that. But I mean, Nordstrom, I mean, that was a loss for the mall. But I could see why that corporate decided to pull out. And unfortunately, that was because they didn't renew the lease and they didn't want to renovate the store. Also, the store was very small. That was the other problem. It wasn't like one of the key high profile locations, say like Menlo Park, which was a lot closer to New York City. than Freehold. Freehold, the problem was in the center of the state, and you already had Cherry Hill, you had King of Prussia, and you had the Christiana Mall. So I think it just made sense altogether for Nordstrom to just exit the Freehold Raceway Mall altogether. But I do believe that Make Eric is probably going to dump Freehold in the near future. If Penny's goes, yeah, Make Eric will absolutely leave the mall. There's no reason for Make Eric to stay there and pour money into that mall. But I'm telling you, like in 07, that was a decent shopping center in New Jersey. That was probably the third best after Short Hills because you had Macy's, Sears, Nordstrom, Lord & Taylor, and J.C. Penney. You had a decent anchor lineup. Okay, yeah, you had Sears, J.C. Penney, but still, you had a decent Macy's, a decent Nordstrom, and a decent Lord & Taylor. So you did have some decent tenants in there, and you had the Cheesecake Factory. Oh, that's still there. P.F. Chang's, and then Borders. So we'll see what happens, though, with Freehold Raceway. So they are public. That's right. Yeah. Well, that makes sense, I guess. Well, Westfield is a contract with Kone. Disney World is great, yes. So I'm not surprised. Or exclusive contract, sorry, with Kone. That's the same person who has a Westfield Mall less than 15 minutes away from him. There's three. Grass Valley, Freedom, and South Lake Tahoe. But South Lake Tahoe is rumored to potentially close down the road because Target, I think, is looking to buy the building. Shake Shack opening near Disney World. Not surprised. Very trendy restaurant. It sounds like we're getting one near me pretty soon. 4-year-olds are now playing. I like Minecraft more than Roblox. Roblox sucks. Sorry to say. Online dating, I have not attempted that, sadly. Macy's, yes. Penny's, I think one more decade. I think one more decade for Penny's, and I think that'll be it. Nordstrom is already gone. That's been gone since the end of July of last year. They had fixture liquidations for 10 days, and that was it. Cylinder shaped. I'm not surprised. Tyson's Corner, definitely Tyson's Corner. I mean, there's no doubt that that's their most profitable. That I think is Make Eric's flagship mall. I have no doubt that that's their flagship property is Tyson's Corner. Just given the geographical location, Tyson's Corner is like King of Prussia, Westfield Garden State Plaza, and Roosevelt Field. That's basically what it's like. Oh, that's good, I guess. I think a college is looking at it, but the mall recently removed both Nordstrom and Lord and Taylor. I guess they were too embarrassed to have the spaces on there. No, I think a college is looking at the Nordstrom space. And as for Lord and Taylor, I have no idea what they're doing with that space. Ross Park. What does it have? A Macy's, a J.C. Penney, a Nordstrom. Well, it's the only mall with a Nordstrom. I would say it's probably pretty close to. I mean, it basically has the same anchor lineup as Cherry Hill, but it's 2 floors. That's a difference. I don't know. Probably a mix between Westfield Garden State Plaza and Cherry Hill Mall. They'll redevelop the Sears in Riverside, California, after it's being used after the use for a COVID site is done. I don't think so. I think the college would definitely. I think there are some elements from the Nordstrom they would keep just because it would be too expensive to remove those items. But I do think that the college would renovate the space. And it would be hard too. But it would be nice if they kept it. But I don't think any college would keep that elevator. It's a shame though it closed too. I mean, I remember going. It was really depressing. That's the first time I've ever stepped foot in a Nordstrom store that never opened up. Well, okay, not necessarily never opened up again to the public, but the entrance was very hard to find. I had to like walk around the building, and they only had one. Like they were letting very limited people in there. So yeah, it really isn't. It's probably about the same basically at this point. Livingston, yeah, they might redevelop Livingston though down the road, but I don't think Livingston's days as a mall are. I mean, I'm sorry, Livingston's days as a mall are basically numbered at this point. Sears is being used as a vaccination center. Lord and Taylor is still vacant, and Macy's is probably going to crap to bed by the end of this year. No, I did not. I only filmed the passenger elevator. If I was picking up a store fixture, I probably could have ridden the freight, but I didn't have a car at the time, so I sadly could not, unfortunately. Check something real quick. So, 50th anniversary. Yeah, they've been there for 50 years, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, I mean Disney. They all sat down the malls, also lost their Disney store, so I'm not surprised. Mr. Clean Car Wash is coming to Orlando, according to a PDF document I saw. Oh, that's great. Okay. Yes, it's sad to see all those three tenants gone at Freehold Raceway Mall. We know, Brandon. Yeah, I think it's probably the second best mall in Connecticut after, or no, I would say Sono Collection's number one, West Farms number two, and Danbury Fair Mall probably number three. Yeah, Path does not like photography at all. Well, I mean, because it's run by the Port Authority, so yeah, it sucks. I hate Path too. I avoid Path if I don't need to use it. I just stick with New Jersey Transit. It's just better, and you're less likely to be asked to stop taking pictures. Highly doubt they would do that. I don't know what's going to become of that space, honestly. Could be a hotel, but I don't really know if they would want to do. I don't know if that's the right location for a hotel. That's the only thing. Like it's tough to tell. Yes, Panda Express does keep growing. You are right about that. I think Panda Express has two locations in Paramus. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Elevator parts? Yeah, I do, but I don't have them in front of me there. No, I've never heard of that one. Oh, I'm thinking of the other one, Sarku Japan. Sorry. Wow, I don't really know my I don't really know my Asian restaurants that well. Yes, that sounds about right. Capital One Bank Cafe. They actually have a cafe at Capital One Bank. Well, I guess that makes sense. That's smart. Like, why didn't banks think of that? Wow. I don't. They can't do that in Jersey though. But that's so smart. Oh, you might be going to Parsippany. Oh, okay, that's nice. That is nice. Yeah, Nordstrom Cafe is always a good thing. Yeah, we don't know yet, but there's a lot of people on here. Wow. Yeah. So, well, anyways, guys. I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I really don't. I seriously don't have anything else we can go over. I wish I did, but we don't. Yeah, that would get really expensive really quickly, Scorch. But all right. So then, in that case, if we don't have any more questions, thank you guys for watching, and I'll keep you guys posted if there's any more stores closing. Hopefully, we'll have another live stream maybe the Wednesday. If not, maybe this weekend. Hopefully. So, anyways, guys. Wait, hold on. I don't want to just end just yet. Hold on. I don't know. Imagine. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. All right, guys. Thank you for watching Q&A live stream number 157, and that's it.